Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om Gananan Tva Ganapati Gum Havamahe Kavim Kavinamupamashravastamam Jyeshtarajam Brahmana Brahmanaspata Anashunvanutibhi Siddhasadanam Mahaganapataye Namaha. Guru Brahma Guru Vishnu Gurur Devo Maheshwara Gurur Sakshat Param Brahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Om Gum Gurubhyo Namaha. Om Sum Suryaya Namaha. Om Som Somaya Namaha. Om Namah Sivaya. Om Namah Sivaya. Ascended Fire here on the Way of Dharma 108. Our topic today, we are going to discuss the color white, its significance, its application in spiritual uses, and its background occult story. Om Namah Shivaya. This is a series where we talk about different colors and their magical applications. If you've seen the previous 2 or 3 videos, you can pay attention and listen to this one effectively. If not, please go back to them. If you are a new subscriber watching over here, you are welcome. New person, new viewer, please make sure that you do subscribe. If you are a returning viewer, welcome back. Om Namah Shivaya. So I'm gonna check something first to see if I've written anything about the color white, and then from there we'll take it and go forward with it. Oh, okay, I think not. Oh, nothing on white. Okay, so white is a very significant color, representing purity, representing light, representing illumination and enlightenment. White is a very significant color because it corresponds to 2 planets, which are Venus and the moon. So, not paying too much attention on Venus, let's talk about the qualities of the moon in the color white. One of the reasons why I love Sanatana Dharma so much is because of the reverence that they have for the planets. The planets are said to be the grahas in Sanskrit. Graha means to grab. So these grahas, they are 9 in number. They are constantly grabbing your attention so that you can fix your karmas. Certain aspects in your life will be imbalanced because of those grahas when they grab your attention. So the moon is said to be one of these grahas. Now the moon symbolizes the color silver and also white. White is of significance for spiritual practitioners because it represents 1, enlightenment and illumination. 2, it represents mental balance and the moon. The moon symbolizes or rules over emotions, rules over water. Water, it is said that they are emotions. It is emotions, basically. For those of you who are water signs, just like me, we know that our emotions can get uncontrollable. Those of you who are born on the 20th know that the 20th leading up to the 29th know that the moon has an influence on us, particularly on the full moon days. Others do actually have this impact over them, but it's more prevalent in us who were born from the 20s, the 20th, basically. So white is of significance because it works in relation with the moon. To do what? To represent cleanliness, to represent mental sanity. The moon, it's so amazing how much of an influence the moon has on our mental sanity. Seeing that the moon rules over water, water is in actuality emotions, symbolic of emotions. So when the moon has control over the high tides and the low tides of the ocean, this corresponds to our emotions. If the moon is able to nullify the tides of the ocean, it is also able to nullify our mental ailments such as depression. Why it is said to remove depression? Because of these characteristics of the moon, basically. Why it is said to be able to chase away darkness and evil spirits, basically. Why it is said to be a good conductor of spiritual energy. When you are in meditation, if you want to relax yourself, you can experiment this by imagining a white light covering all over your body. You will instantly feel calm. There's a certain calmness that comes with white, a certain feeling of safety, a certain feeling of detachment, a certain feeling of mental endurance that comes with white. If you want to endure some of the hardest mental hardships, white is there for your rescue. If you don't know which color to use in terms of using candles and candle magic, white is the color to go to because the white is neutral and is also of a very high spiritual vibration. So when you use white, you are almost versatile. You can use it for any working. You understand? Because of its versatility, it's white, basically. And then what else did I want to say? Think of white, the color white, as similar to the crystal quartz crystal. Crystal quartz crystal. It's used to enhance, basically, any intent. It's used to enhance safety. It's used to enhance prosperity. It's used to enhance cleanliness. Cleanliness, which is also another trait of the moon. Where there is no cleanliness, where there is clutter, and I am guilty of that, if you can check the background, but I'm trying this time. It used to look a mess. Anyway, we're not there. But where there's cleanliness, where there's good feng shui energy, vastu energy, the moon and your mental health will be better. So these are the characteristics of white. If you want someone to feel safe around you, simply imagine the white aura nullifying those anxieties of someone, basically. If you want to send healing energy to someone, you can simply meditate on that person by doing a metta meditation, speaking to them, telling them that you have good intentions with them, and then you imagine the color white protecting them. It will nourish them, it will nurture them, it will help bring them into mental equilibrium. It will help bring purity in their life. They'll be able to have clear thought. They'll be able to make wise decisions, not based on emotional reactions, basically. So white is very powerful in that form. because you don't yield to your emotions when you have white. White has the effect of calming you down when you are a Mercury dominant person, just like me. When you have thoughts flying about and when you have an information overload, because that can also happen, especially now since we are in the social media age. So we are constantly bombarded with information, and now if you are a Mercury dominant person, you become restless and you also overconsume this information. This also applies to those of the Gemini star sign. They consume so much information. So white can be of rescue to them. It can bring mental equilibrium and mental balance. So white is the color to go to when in need. Om Namah Shivaya. I think we've come to the conclusion of this video. I hope you enjoy the content, and I'd like to thank the channel JH for the super chat that was sent during yesterday's premiere. I thank you very much. I appreciate your support on the way of Dharma. I'd like to thank each and every one of you for tuning in, for supporting the way of Dharma. And if you find this information helpful, you might be interested in enrolling our courses. Enrolling in our courses will teach you about mantra chanting, will teach you about the fundamentals of meditation, which will help you in achieving your results. Also, I almost forgot this white color, seeing that it rules over your emotional sanity and mental sanity. It's of utmost importance that you incorporate this color in your spiritual life, because now, as a spiritual person, maybe some of you would like the path of mysticism, of just praying and meditation and just seeking for higher vibrations. It's fine also for you, but it's of utmost importance to us who are also tantric practitioners, who are magicians, because now there's a time where you will need to cast spells. There's a time where you will need to manifest things. There's a time where you will face depression. You need that mental balance to actually get your results. Let me show you on a basic level how this works. When you cast a spell, obviously you want a certain desire to manifest in your life. But now, when you last for the results, when you lasting for the results, it's not like when you desire for something to happen and you're constantly excited about it. No, that's not the last for result. Last for result is when you last for a result, but then you don't trust yourself enough, you don't trust the universe enough to finally manifest that spell into fruition. So what happens is this: you concentrate too much on the uncertainty of the spell, to a point whereby it dissipates the spell's energy, and then it counteracts that energy, and then finally, what do you get? No manifestation of the results. So this comes about as a
as a
result of
result of
lack of
lack of
mental
mental
imbalance.
imbalance. Just
Just
that
that
surrender to
surrender to
surrender
surrender
that
that
it will
it will
happen.
happen.
This
This
is also is
is
also
also
common
common
in
in
the
the
life of
life of
the
the
magical
magical
beginner.
beginner.
If you are
If you are
beginning on the
beginning on the
spiritual
spiritual
path,
path,
you are
you are
prone to
prone to
thinking in this
thinking in
way.
this way.
If you are
If you are
a
a
religious
religious
spiritual
spiritual
practitioner
practitioner
who is not
who is
of the
not of the
esoteric arts,
esoteric arts,
who
who
doesn't know the
doesn't know the
mechanisms
mechanisms
behind how the
behind how the
mind
mind
works,
works,
one who
one
seeks
who seeks
to
to
literally
literally
worship the
worship the
gods
gods
to get
to
a
get
result,
that
not knowing that
a result will actually come about from working with those aspects of yourself, which are the gods, those aspects of the deities. You are calling them in your life, you are activating a certain part of your mind, so that will inevitably bring about the results. So if you fail to understand that kind of thinking, if you fail to understand that you need to surrender, you need to let go and trust the process, White will bring that trust. White will also help you in enduring mental hardships, as as was the case with this year and the previous year. Red, too much red color will make you restless and mentally not balanced. So it is advisable to always follow in the practices of incorporating white color, not only because of illumination and enlightenment, but also for our mental sanity. If you would like to purchase these cloths, if you are in South Africa, that is, make sure that you email me at asenest.fya@gmail.com. For those of you who want to enroll in the course, the email to text me is asenest.fya@gmail.com. As I've said, we're doing an introduction on meditation. We also talking about the
The mantra practice and how to activate a mantra. There's a certain
puja ritual that you need to follow, which involves many aspects which will be explained to you during this sadhana. Also, I'm thinking of leaking something out, not leaking it in the form of leaking it in a video. I'm thinking after doing the course, many people will be acquainted with this way of activating a mantra, with this way of chanting a mantra. I'm thinking that I should leak at least one video on hypnosis. Now, what is hypnosis? Hypnosis is some mohan. You use it to entrance people so that they can like you, so that they can love you. If you are looking for love, this can be useful. If you are looking to sustain your love, to reawaken that passion in your love life, this might be useful to you. If you need to influence certain individuals in your workplace and career, this will definitely be of use to you. So I'm thinking of doing that, but we'll see as people enroll in the course. Om Namah Shivaya. We come to the conclusion of this video. I'd like to thank you again for your participation in Sanatana, in the way of Dharma 108. Om Sahana Vavatu Sahana Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu ma vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.